I've got Jango Fett's Slave 1 Starship. But wait, didn't I already open this? No, I opened Boba Fett's before. This one's slightly improved. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano and I'm back with more Micro Galaxy Squadron. Now I know, Series 3 is out. I've got some, but I'm not allowing myself to open it. I'm getting more tomorrow too. But I'm not allowing myself to open them until I have unboxed some of my Series 2 that have just been sitting here, and I just, for some reason, have not gotten to them. So I need to get them all out of the way because I really want to get into those Series 3. I haven't opened this because I already have Boba Fett's Slave 1 Starship thing, whatever you want to call it. I have the other one, so I haven't really been itching to open this until today. And so first, let's take a look at the outside of the box. Okay, so pardon the dust on this box. It's been sitting in my room for like 2 months now. But then we've got little Jango and little Boba. Okay, look at the details on them. They look good. Oh, there we go. A little better. They look pretty good. You can see a lot of those face details on little Boba. The details on Jango look really good too. And there's our box. This is Jango Fett Starship number 44, right down there, 0044. Jazzwares, ages 8 and up. Take a look at some of this beautiful artwork on the side. What do we got going on here? Okay, Star Wars. More of what we just saw in a previous video. A lot of the same kind of artwork of that ship. They reuse quite a bit, don't they? Oh, look, there's Yoda's little starfighter, the one I just reviewed. Huh, interesting. All right, what kind of features we got here? I dropped it. It's official. We got rotating wings. We got rotating blasters. We have a little walkway that extends. This is just telling you there's this flip-down thing so you can see the little not proton, I forget what kind of bombs those are, but whatever. And then again, rotating wings. It changes the cockpit as well. Here's some of the other ships. I have not reviewed the Republic transport yet. I just haven't. I need to. I did not buy that. I don't know. I don't care as much, but maybe. I reviewed it. I'm gonna review it. I have not found that, and I haven't ordered it, so no. Just reviewed it. Already reviewed it. Collect them all. I guess I kind of am. I guess I'm just too short. Now that one, and the chases, which don't get me started on the chases. I'm not a big fan of the chases. Again, this is not super new. This has been out for a little bit. Somebody translate that Arabesh for me. Shows you how the cockpit opens. There's a little weapons rack on the inside. Any other features I might have missed? I think that's it. I think we got them all. Let's open this thing. All right, guys. Now that that's done, I got the tape cut. Let's open this sucker up. All right, here we go. Here we go. I really wish, like, they had chase. I do and I don't. I do wish they had chases of these larger vehicles instead of just the smaller, what is it, assault class, or light armor class and starfighter class. There have been chases in those classes, but there haven't been chases in these bigger ones. Right? There have not been in the Starship class. There's not been any chases of those. Okay. Let's, here's your background. There, oh, okay, a little glare going on, sorry about that. But it's like the asteroid field where Jango and Obi-Wan got into it. I can dig it. And here we have our ship. We've got our little cutout. Oh, let me get him out. Oh, look. There's the back. A little Jango and Boba. And then there's the front, and then when their little minifigure thing to unbox. That's cute. And, oh. Can I do this without making too much noise? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Oof, that was rough. Okay, similar features as before. Rotating wings, right? The wings rotate, which means the cockpit inside rotates with it. And it also means it's going to be a little janky. It's going to be like a little funky doing that. What does this come down? No. This pops forward. We got the little landing ramp that pops forward. Okay, all right. We've got, this part pops up, I believe. Yep. This little door right here on the side does pop up. Can I get it to come up? Can I do it? There we go. Got it to pop up. So you can see on the inside, there should be a little weapons rack. Yeah, there's a little weapons rack in there. All right. That's cool. And the door opens. So then this little door on the inside, from the inside, also swings out, opens and locks in place. Nice. And then we have our little ship. Now this all looks very similar to the other one that I've got. And I'm not really seeing anything majorly different other than these little figures. Oh, I almost dropped them. There they are. little Boba and Jango Fett. They aren't resculpt. These are not. I don't think they're resculpts. They seem to be new sculpts, all new. Yeah, they are. They are. That's not. There's no way there's a Mando that looks just like that. I can always get some and compare them just in case. But that Boba is brand new. In fact, we could probably paint that thing blonde, and it would look just like Omega. Whoop, look at my face. And just to look at Jango here, he looks pretty good. Oh, look, his jetpack has some like paint on it. I don't believe Boba's did. Let me go grab the other version of this ship so we can kind of compare and look at them. And I will be right back. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm noticing something. Yeah, this is different. Okay, I don't know how well you can see it there. See if I can get him to swing out. So notice on this one, the little swing out, the thing that's swinging inside there. If it would be nice if it focused on it. This little thing that's swinging inside. Ugh. Could you, maybe? There's a little door inside there that's swinging. Look how big that is, right? Then look at this one. This is a different one. This one's much larger. It just seems so much larger inside there. Hello. It just seems so much larger inside there. So, okay, that's a difference. That is literally, it's not the exact same sculpt. It is a different sculpted toy. Otherwise, everything about this, other than the paint job, looks to be exactly the same down to the cockpit. Everything other than that little tab, that little piece, they are the same. These are the same exact same toy. I'm just confirming little divots, little dots. How are we doing down here? Same. Everything is exactly the same, except for that one thing. Now okay, with this one, the original one, this slide out piece, in my original review of this ship, I wanted to put the carbonite from the Razor Crest inside and see if it would fit, but it's too small. That piece is too big and it wouldn't fit. This one is significantly smaller. So I'm wondering... Oh, yeah, they thought of it. They did it. They thought of it this time. Alright, they nailed it. Thank you. I'm glad they thought ahead on this one. Alright, guys, enough of that. Let's take a look at some close-ups. Okay, so here we have it. You can tell there's a huge difference in paint job, right? I mean, gigantic difference in paint job. I do like this kind of creamy colored, like milky avocado paint that they've used here. And they've done a decent job of the weathering. It's not too heavy-handed. It's probably a little more heavy on the current, or the original, I don't know what you want to call that one, Boba Fett's slave one as opposed to Jango Fett's. But the weathering isn't too much. It's not too bad. It's there just enough to bring out some of the details. Now, I have removed the little cargo thing. I've opened the door, and I can close those if we want, but I am kind of working in a tiny little light box here, and I just did want to show you guys some of these details, some of the wash that they've got on here, and I like it. I think it's well done. It could use maybe a little chipping, like the paint is chipped there, I think. I don't remember exactly how it's supposed to fully look. I don't have any other toys of it as reference, but there's a look at Jango, there's a look at Boba, and this goes on the inside. This usually hangs out on the inside of the cockpit there, similar to this one, right? They both have that same feature. Same feature, except for when I tried to put this one, I wanted to see if the carbonite slab that came with the Razor Crest would fit in, and it didn't because they're two different sizes. But I noticed this time around, these things are the same size. So, where I was going to say this is a complaint, in that everything else on this ship is the same, except for this little window right here, this little attachment where that thing attaches on the inside is smaller this time on this newer version of the ship, but that's because it's interchangeable. Didn't mean to bust out a whole mirror there, but it's interchangeable with the carbonite slab, so I can put the carbonite in there. I do wonder if that means they're going to re-release this one and let you put carbonite in it. I don't know, but that was a design flaw on their part to not let you swap them out. and it's awesome that I can do both here. Now, the reason they have the one with the weapons rack and that little nub in the center, so you can put the jetpack. Now, notice this jetpack has way more paint details on it than the one that came with Boba. So I do feel like it's an increase, like it's gotten better as far as the actual paint job and everything on them. The weathering's good. Like, they didn't even weather. I don't think they did. No, they didn't weather that at all. So, I don't know. I like it. I like what they've done. In fact, the original one doesn't have any blackwash. I don't see any blackwash bringing out these details. It's got none. Well, this one you can see it kind of all over. And again, some places it's a little much. Some places it's a little much. Like right there. It's kind of a weird smudge. But otherwise, this is the same ship. You can take a look at the inside. There's the cockpit. Now this, the inside does rotate with the wings. See, we rotate the wings. Cockpit rotates with it. And if I'm not holding it, it does float loosely. See, it kind of works. There you go. They've always been janky. Every toy version of this has kind of always been a little wonky when it comes to that kind of thing. And so the cockpit rotates. There's a close-up look at the inside. Here's a little ramp that kind of peers down. And then we can close this door. You can see what it looks like from the outside. There you go. Well, there you go. Overall, a pretty cool ship. But let me put everybody inside and you can see how it works. And maybe we can get that carbonite in there too. Okay, so I got to tell you, it did fit. It's bending it up a little bit. Notice it's like bent a little bit, that tab on the top. But it fits. It does sit in there. And like, I got both hands being used right now. But I can, it swivels a little bit, right? It's on those two little hinges you can see through here. There's one on the bottom and one on top in the corners where those little notches go. So you can put someone carbonite in here, and I think that is a really, really nice touch. But now that I've shown you that, let me put the actual weapons rack back in. Okay, so I got both Boba and Jango inside the cockpit there. You can see them. They both sit and fit just fine within those little tabs. And here is that weapons rack the way it's supposed to be. Now, notice it does swivel around quite a bit more. It's a much looser fit, and I've got his jetpack sitting on there so that he actually can fit inside of the cockpit. Again, when I raise this, it should rotate with it, maybe. There it goes, so it does rotate. And as it goes down, it goes down. It rotates. It rotates with it. It's kind of a funny looking thing. But yeah, there you go. The cockpit works like that. Oh. Where'd Boba go? There he goes, he fell. Now, I do want to compare Boba's, because why not? Let's put Boba up here where it's a little better lit. And let's put Boba next to Boba. I also busted out Jango just because. Or not Jango, but Mando, Din Djarin. But just so you can see some of the figures next to each other. Pretty cool, pretty neat. You want to see him next to him too? Let's get him out. Whoop, and I threw him. It's official. It's official, it's official. There you go. Those are all the Bobas and Jangos and Mandos. And actually, I have another Mando. You want to see? I've got yet another version of Mando right here. This is a Series 2 blind box with Bubba Grogu. Okay, so it looks like Boba and Jango have the same jetpack. Obviously, on the far left here, Din Djarin's is much different. But it looks like the main difference here between Boba on the left and Jango on the far right. I'm sorry, Boba in the middle. No, Jango in the middle and Boba on the far right. I'm mixing those up. The jetpack looks to be the same. All three different figure sculpts. And even the sizing on that jetpack looks very similar. It looks like slightly smaller maybe, but I think it's the exact same. I can't confirm for sure, but I did want you guys to see all three Mandos next to each other. Or all three, we got Boba, you got Jango, and then we got Din Djarin over on the side. In fact, let's actually throw a little baby Boba. Here, we'll put baby Boba next to big Boba. It's kind of a weird foreshadowing as to what you grow up into. There you go. That's your future, kid. Now, I gotta say, the details on these figures are really good. You can see it in the face. So look at that face. Look at that. You can almost hear him. Oh, he did? Oh, he did? Okay, so, look, Series 2 has been an improvement on near everything. Like, seriously, dang near everything has been an improvement in this line so far. And they fit in the cockpit. Is there anything different in the cockpit? They still work the same kind of tab, same piece. This is a good ship. This is where I'm torn. because they're like 30 bucks each. You don't need 2 of them. You don't, like, you're kind of paying double just for the little minifigure for Tiny Boba and Jango, of course. But I don't know. It is an improvement in the fact that the weapons rack holds the carbonite piece from the Razor Crest. But again, that requires you to have bought the Razor Crest, one of them. And there's 2 of them, and at least those 2 are different. If I had to choose between which one of these to purchase, I love the paint job of the Boba Fett version more than I like the paint job of the Jango Fett. That's just a personal preference thing. As far as physical, what the details of the actual ship, the fact that this thing can use the carbonite's huge. They thought of that. They adjusted. They pivoted. They said, you know what? We wish that worked, and it didn't. And they fixed it, and they made it work. And that is a whole special level of cool to me. Like, that is its own thing. And that piece comes out. I just took it out right now while I'm talking. There's a little weapons rack piece. It comes right out so that I can put the jetpack in, and I can put both figures into the cockpit and fly away and fight Obi-Wan. And that's it's just neat that you can do that. Like, playability, even though I get it, like, actual kids, not as many of them are into physical toys as much as they are like an iPad screen or something. That's fine. It's the sign of the times, but like, I think this is pretty well done. I am into this. I like it. Boba sits in the cockpit pretty easily. So, like, I try to measure my ratings on these, whether they work or not. Like, if I have trouble making the figures do what they're supposed to do on the box, and I get frustrated, then I'm like, nope, it's bad. That was easy. I did it while I was talking. That was painless. There's little rotating blasters on the bottom. That was painless. This is fun. It's an improvement. That is a good thing. Oh, one of the features I did not show on the back, but I showed in my other review, is this center piece right here. Folds up, I believe. It'd be nice if I could see it. Does it fold down? Oh, it folds down. That's why I couldn't pull it. It folds down, and you can see there's some of the missile in the back there. That's cool. That doesn't wow me so much. How does the back look here? Okay. Different. It's just different. Same but different, right? Same but different. Just lighter color scheme. Same sculpt. Exact same details. No big deal. I'm sure I'm like, is everything the same? Everything is exactly the same. It's all exactly the same. Nothing. Yeah, no. What do I rate it? I rate it rad. I gotta rate it rad. It's cool. It's neat. I don't like that I had to pay 30 bucks just for the little Boba Fett and a better functioning thing. I would rather have this paint job on this physical ship, but I'm not going to cry too hard about it because it's still good. I still like it. I'm still having fun. So yeah, this one gets a rad for me, guys. Let me know what you think. How do you rate this? Sad? Rad? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? Well, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious what your thoughts are. I know this is an older one. I'm trying to get to Series 3, but like I said, I'm not allowing myself to open any of my new Series 3 stuff until I've gone through my Series 2. So, again, subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you like these kind of reviews. Until next time, don't be a move milker. Be the spark.